WJBW is made possible by sausage. Stick one in your mouth.
I hear a little bit of feedback in the mic.
These charges are not mine.
Hey, welcome to the JBW Web DBWDD.com or RevRevShow.com. Oh, yes! Fucking asinine.
Can you give me a massage? I love you.
Holla at you.
Ow!
Ooh, girl.
Seriously.
Hello, Papa.
Some shit like that. You gotta do the Rocky Mountain High.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck with. Boy. Get everybody get the Rocky Mountain High.
WJBW.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us every week. Every Tuesday night, we fire it up. And we do it. It is the JB Rev Show. This week, minus the Rev. He is out. He's out. He had to go celebrate a friend's birthday, and it's totally understandable. It's totally acceptable. So that's fine. We'll miss him. Actually, he's going to be out the next 3 weeks. Did you know that? Yeah. So I don't know. It'd be funny to see if he could do a show without me. Because clearly I could do a show without him, but I love that guy. Anyway, the Reverend, be safe, be well. He's out there. This week on the JB Rev Show, we've got a badass session set up. We got some cool players in here. Nas, who I just met. Mr. Mook. Mark Mookie Mook over there. Mook Marky Mark. What's up? All right, there he is. And great guy. I'm honored to meet you. We play your crap out of your music over there in the corner. It's Manny Rivera of Halo Milo. How the hell you doing? What's up, buddy?
What's up, man?
Doing great.
How you doing?
Oh, excellent. Thanks you guys for coming
I like your decor.
We're in here, yeah.
I like
we
it.
got,
It's pretty
we
happy.
got, yeah. The lighting helps, I guess.
Yeah. got that album thing going on. Borders. Cool.
Well, it's great. Well, we got a hell of a show lined up, and I appreciate the fact that you guys are able to come in studio. We got a whole full in-studio crowd. But we've got an 8 o'clock call. So about 7:30-ish, I guess, we're going to dive into a deeper chat, actually do a local legend interview with Manny Rivera over there, because he's got some interesting background over 20 years here in Orlando. And am I saying Manny Rivera? Yeah. You gave me that look. Uh-huh. Oh, okay.
No.
All right. But before we, and then after that, 8 o'clock or so, we'll get into a badass call with J.D. Wilkes of the legendary Shack Shakers, of course, playing New Year's Eve with a bunch of other badass bands out at Will's Pub, and that is New Year's Eve. So you know the date of that, right? I don't need to tell anybody what the date is on that. Apparently not. But before all that, I thought, what the fuck is we got a full studio of people. So the main question I had, which I don't know if people think about it, but is badass one? Because I say badass frequently, I guess, but is badass is that one word or 2 words?
One word.
You think? Okay, Nas.
Yeah, it's one word.
Manny.
Yeah.
One word. One word.
According to Urban Dictionary, actually.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
So you knew it all along?
Yeah.
You looked it up?
Oh yeah, I'm on there all the time.
You knew that.
That's how
Yeah.
sometimes I got to get my lingo going.
Yeah. Well, you got to know that. Well, I guess that kind of stuff is definitely important. We got open phone lines here. We're probably going to bust into a little bit of music, but before that, I guess the other thing is when you're out there, and you're working at a job, do you ever take pro bono stuff? Anybody ever do work for a friend where you don't really charge them, or it's traded somehow in bartering? What? Why can't I hear you?
Sure.
Yeah? You do that?
Well, I kind of do my own thing, my own business stuff.
Yeah, you do freelance stuff.
Yeah,
so you're used.
I've been doing a lot of, I think, almost pro bono for Mr. Nas here.
Okay.
Because he just started his own company.
Oh, really?
So we did his website.
I'm giving him some money.
Yeah.
What's the site?
He's got Nas Fixes Pools.
Yes,
Nas
sir.
Fixes Pools.
That's what I do.
Because he fixes pools.
Yeah.
So it kind of worked out.
So is that like the exterior of the pools and all that, or
The equipment.
Equipment.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The
Pumps,
machines,
filters.
pumps and filters. Oh, I guess.
all that stuff.
No,
Not the actual pool itself.
No cosmetic work. For you.
Right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm always trying to do
That's what a
stuff
maid
for
does.
schools or something like that.
Yeah.
If I can get a tax deduction, because I got to pay the IRS some way or another. So
Yeah.
We all do.
It's interesting. I know. This, well, the thing that made me think about it was these McDonald's. Or the people that want higher minimum wage. With just due course. But then that made me think. Look at how the system is set up. You got interns that work for major corporations for free, right? Totally free. And then you've got volunteers, and then you've got... So, is it possible to work for more for less money, I guess, is the question. Can you work more for less money? Shouldn't every waking moment of your life be like, hey, I'm making money or I'm losing it, right? I mean, that's basically how it is.
Yeah, but these interns, they get the opportunity to actually get a high-paying job down the road.
Well, there you go. They get access to an opportunity
trade
that
there.
somebody else wouldn't have.
That's a
So,
trade-off.
is it worth it though? Do you want to work? Yeah, you
For
want to
them,
work at a
yeah.
place that makes you work for free?
for an
For
an
a
intern,
little bit.
that's what you're doing.
It depends
Yeah.
on your age and where you're at.
Right. You got to be at least under 25.
Your drive, what's your motivation? Simple as that. I'll go down to what really motivates you.
Well, so we were talking before, and that's exactly why I wanted to ask that question, because exactly what we do in this room every single week is dedicate our time, energy, money by proxy, what have you, to really promote talented people and badass people here in Orlando and abroad. And so I'm happy to have you all in studio. I want to say thanks a bunch.
Thank you.
Nas, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Mook, we'll have to fix your mic over there because you're just not coming in at all.
I gotta get
There, are you there?
some headphones or something.
You got to get something.
I don't know how loud to speak into
Well,
it.
we hear
Oh.
you. Yeah.
Okay, now we can hear you. That was amazing.
Can't hear me.
Well, thanks.
And Manny over there. Thank
Yeah,
you,
well, thanks
brother.
for
It's great to
recognizing,
meet
man,
you.
or Thanks for playing our stuff.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well, no doubt. And see, and that's kind of the springboard into the fact that you can send us original music submission at WJBWnetworks.com. That's the email address. You can send us some music. Is that you over there? What is that? Now I'm hearing a creak. Hold on. Check it. Original music submission at WJBWnetworks.com. Attach an MP3 or send us to a safe download site where we can download your sounds and we'll play them on the air. Here on what we do another program every week called the Circadian Cast, where we do nothing but play original music. So we kind of opened up the flow here. You know what's happening. It's 407-379-9529. Let me just get together, get my mind right. Be right back. Dig these sounds. Okay, hold on. All right.
We stoke all your favorite toxins, blending actives with sweet teeth assassins, cocktails of my own concoction, poisons of divine prescription. All these things are yours for the asking, kill all the cure to these 21st century blues. I'm feeling good, feeling good, feeling stained and smoking, chained and choking, finger licking, pistol whipping good. I'm feeling good, I'm feeling good, feeling stained and smoking, chained and choking, finger licking, pistol whipping good. Stop the clock, slip the leash off your keeper. Hell is deep, Lord, but we're heading deeper. Trade your flesh and bone, you'll give up your very soul in a quest to quench the unquenchable, sate the insatiable, stay the inevitable fall. And all these things are yours for the asking, kill all the cure to this 21st century blues. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling stained and
The electronics is so predominant that people would really prefer that.
All right. Welcome back. Once again, the JB Reb Show every Tuesday night. Took a little break. Got a bunch of badass motherfuckers in the studio here.
Oh, yeah.
It's the entire group of Halo Milo. Manny Rivera over there. Mark Crace and Nas. Just Nas?
Just
Nas.
That's it.
All right. Well, good to have you back. I got my head clear. I guess we're okay now. Clear for takeoff? Clear for takeoff. The Reverend is out, as we mentioned, but the cool thing is you guys make some great music together, and after this chat, we'll kind of get into a little bit of it. But what I wanted to do is we do a thing here where we call people local legends, and I want to properly dub this gentleman over there, Manny Rivera, local legend.
The revolution.
That's not it. Shocking. That's not it. Okay, you know that's not the right one. Manny Rivera, a famed Orlando band, musician, artist, local legend interview session. Halo Milo, the entire group is in studio. I am at Radio JB Web on the box of Twit. Manny Rivera, man of the hour. Manny Rivera of the hour.
How you doing?
Oh, great, buddy. Thanks for coming in and being able to do this. You definitely have 20 plus years here in Orlando, right?
Wow. I don't want to say that I do, but
you don't want to admit it.
A little under 20 years,
Okay.
actually.
Okay.
Like 17.
Okay. So you're right there. You're right at the cusp.
Yeah.
All right.
98, 99.
Well, you get the title with us, and because the fact that I love the fact that through Mark over here, Mark Crace, Mook, we were able to get a bunch of your great music, and it does sound great. The entire EP, is it an EP or an LP? How do they term?
I decided to. Well, an EP,
is an entire.
I think it's just like 5 songs or 4 songs. That's
Oh,
what I think
right. Okay.
That's what I think an EP is.
Okay.
You know, I really don't know the definition of it, but you know what? I wanted to release EPs because nobody really knows our music, and to release only 4 songs or 5 songs, at least you had the listener listen to those 4 to 5 songs. If I was to release 10 songs,
the
others would just
today's
get lost.
People's attention span is so short.
Right. So it's a little bit more expensive to release EPs, but I thought it would just be a little bit because everybody's attention span is so gone. So it's just maybe just leave a little handful of songs.
Right. Like here's a little nugget of it. Well, the stuff that you got to us is great. And what I love is that you do a lot of collaborations because you've got some serious chops in the animation world and that whole artistic side of it. But when you get more granular with the music, now you got these other guys, bass, Mark Crace on bass, Nas on the drums, right? Do you guys? How do you construct the song? Do you work together on it, or is it kind of like, here's what we got, this is the direction we want to go, or what's the formula for you guys making music?
For the majority of songs, I had written a lot of these way I don't know, a couple like 5 or 6 years ago, and just record it on my laptop, and then I'll just present it to the band. And then it just metamorphoses into something else and something
because
greater. Because they add the whole other element. So I just basically come up with the backbone, and they create.
You got the skeleton. They throw the meat.
Actually,
Exactly.
I think
They
a
throw
few
the
of
meat
them
on it.
were like with another drummer way back.
Okay.
They recorded stuff as well, so it's not just a drum machine in him. It's an actual drummer on a few songs as well. So yeah, but he had a whole stack of demos.
Yeah, so
A lot of demos.
I
Lots of demos.
write all the material basically, but I played with other drummers as well. So
So your musical roots, and we spoke about you were on our season opener, Season X, and we spoke with you. So go back and listen to that interview. The scores of you that are listening, and we're speaking with Manny Rivera, and we did an interview with you. What was that? October-ish, maybe August-y,
like
September-y.
Yeah.
Anyway, but listening to that, I know you were in the group Blue Meridian. We spoke a little bit about that. You kind of got to join them right as you're in your early 20s. You started
21.
Started doing music kind of, originally as a instrument for feminine activity.
Yeah, that's when I was like 15. But yeah, it definitely progressed into something more,
It's definitely,
somewhere.
You've definitely got the chops there. And then kind of Halo Milo was created through all that. But all the while, I'm always fascinated by people that are able to, and that's where I was going, to kind of collaborate. So you collaborate with people in music and videos, and I saw this skating thing. I was like, that is bad as hell. There's a badass skating video out there with your music backing it up. So I mean, maybe talk a little bit to that. Is that your relationships existing in that world, or?
My world is all creative. I mean, all I do all day. I mean, I create visuals, animation to graphic design, where I started from, but the project Halo Milo is great because I can now add that other element that other bands can't, that other visual or video element or artistic element visually, graphically, or, without a budget,
right?
Because I can already do it ourselves. So.
I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you can keep that, like even the promo video for the October release. Obviously, you did all that, and that was incredible.
We recorded it in a room.
It looked all animated,
and we were on top of a building, but we actually recorded it in a little room the size of this room.
Yeah, see, I love that kind of stuff, and that's what I think. A lot of bands out there, they either have one thing or another, and they need to depend on somebody else for the graphic side. So I love the fact that you're sustainable, you're self-reliant. You're able to produce all that yourself. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, totally. It's fun. Totally fun. I definitely want. There's a couple of visuals that I need to release on our Facebook page. There's one video that I created. It's a song called "Slave," and I found all these mugshots.
I got that.
All these mugshots from the 1900s to the 1920s.
Whoa!
And I kind of animated the mugshots. And
that sounds cool.
It really went well with the visuals, or all with the sound. So
wow,
yeah,
impactful.
So I don't know if anybody's listening, if they're interested, go to YouTube and look up "I Am a Slave" Halo Milo.
Okay,
you'll see these old nostalgic.
Let me go see if I can
mugshots.
I can find it
from the 1900s. I'm a huge fan of vintage photography, and because I don't know, it's very powerful stuff when you see visuals like.
Well, we didn't really talk about the artist side of you in the music side. So maybe how far does the artist side go back? Because that's a lot of our local legend people that we speak with, are multi-talented, multi-pronged, as it were, as Andrew Spears, said like the octopussing, you got your hand and everything. How far back does art go for you?
I've been doing design since 99. So it was pretty short after I joined Blue Meridian, I got into graphic design. And within a couple years, when I turned like 23, 24, and we weren't signed yet, and I was like, okay, I need to definitely just put all my focus on to the design creative aspect. So that's when I pursued.
So was there anything there younger? Did you like to draw? Were you a drawer? No?
I drew cartoons. That's about it. But I wasn't a great artist. But it's all computer art, I jumped on that Adobe scene back in the late 90s before,
Quark.
Photoshop. Oh, yeah, I was working in Quark. Yeah, Quark Express. That's all done and gone.
Dreamweaver.
It's a lot easier now than it was back then, I'll tell you that.
Right. Technology. Yeah, they made even development
so it's
is drag and drop development,
Right.
Yeah.
But even for like animation and stuff, in the beginning it was very difficult to animate a minute. Now it's,
Well, and that's why I guess, Disney gets put down a lot around here, because the people are upset that they say that's not really a good representation of what we are. But to exactly your point, you had to draw everything. So you had a rich area filled with people that were actually drawing.
Right.
when you had to actually draw those movies. That's incredible. Right. So, that again, I think lends to why Orlando is so badass.
Nickelodeon too.
Yeah, you've got a lot of great pools of stuff that keep creativity going, whether it's commercial or authentic commercial. Doesn't matter. In studio, the entire group Halo Milo, speaking with Manny Rivera over there, freshly dubbed local legend. Thank you for doing that. Now you get the medallion. Can you carry this huge medallion around?
Oh boy.
No, you don't get that. But what I think is interesting, again, are the collaborations. So when you do live performances and stuff, do you like to collaborate with lights and different elements of that? Or does that side of it come out? Projections?
I would love to do that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we play shows where you got to get up in there, set up, and
Get up and go.
Get up and go.
Okay.
We've experimented with strobes.
Okay.
Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. But
Yeah.
it's really cool when they do.
Yeah, when it works out, it's actually really, really cool.
It's pretty, it's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Visually, I've always wanted to do the screen in the back and all that, but
Right, like with a movie you're playing.
yeah,
because that would
totally
go really
into that.
good with your
Totally,
music. It's
totally,
real. Yeah.
Totally, but I haven't been in a situation where I put enough energy towards that, unfortunately. But yeah, definitely.
So, all right, I have a strobe light in here, so I'll try the strobe light in just a minute. Bear with me. I'm trying to get it up now. This little thing turns into a strobe. Anyway, what I thought would be cool, too, because these guys are here, also, is kind of get a little bit of background from you, get a little bit of background from you as well. And you guys interview him. You said you don't know him very well. So you're in a band together.
They don't want to interview me.
Mark was just messing around. Okay. You were just messing around. Okay. All right. Is he still there? Shockey turned down your mic. All right. That's his fault. Okay. WJBW Networks.com. Go there for all of your concerns, complaints. We broadcast live once a week out of here. Do a little bit of insight into people because they're interesting. And I kind of want to concentrate. You, Nas, now I just met you. You're a drummer. You play drums all your life? Or what's your background like with music?
Yeah, I played drums since I was 17, but ever since I was maybe 6 years old, I was.
Oh, really?
Been, I've
Your
always
parents
loved
must have
drums.
loved that.
Well, actually, it was like, go ask your dad, go ask your mom. I'm like, screw it, they're not going to want it. Then I just finally gave up. Then senior year during college, my friends were in band, high school band. They got me in, and I really knew nothing. I mean, I was inclined to play, and so they put me on snare. I didn't really know much rudiments or anything like that, but they really helped me out, and and so that worked out. And then I got a drum set, that Christmas, and then just played my butt off. And
You're in some other bands, right?
When I was like
insurance
18, obviously like with any person. I played in my garage a lot, and then I moved out here from South Daytona.
Oh, okay, cool.
Daytona Beach.
Yeah.
And I moved out here in '91 to go to college and also to be in a band. So I was in like several local. I'm not, we didn't like go out anywhere and like actually play, just like in the house, whatever.
Yeah.
And then finished college, and then kind of decided I just wanted to just play music for a little bit, and then I kind of was I'll just go back to try to do engineering again. Couldn't do that, so I said, okay, screw it. I'm I'm still young, so.
And what were the bands?
And so,
talk about some of the bands.
Well,
Yeah.
So really quick. So basically, then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this full time. So let me see. I was in a Spanish rock band, Migdalia.
Oh,
that was my first
Spanish.
That was it was basically rock, but the guy sang English and Spanish. And so that was my first original band, and then I started the band, helped form the band Lucid. Went through several changes.
Okay.
And I think Manny during that time, he was in he was doing his thing on the local scene, but I never knew him. And during that time, I was with Prophecy Collective, like two bands at one time.
Okay.
Then I quit them, helped form another band, Aguclim. Quit that band about 2 years later. Joined the Adorables.
Okay.
That band fell apart after 3 years.
That's the band that I remember.
That's
the Adorables.
The Adorables.
I don't remember any other
And then, really, the guitarist from that band, he had this little side thing going on, fully electronic. So we did that until our stuff got ripped off.
Oh, you got robbed?
Yeah.
You're saying
and this was around 2008, and I just bought my house. The day that I got my house, stuff was stolen. And then I'm not sure if it was like a year after that, a mutual friend of Manny and me, he called me up and said, hey, I got this buddy, he plays guitar, got songs, do you want to do it? And I was like, I don't know, I was just out of it at that point.
Hey, real quick, just talk about the old scene. Did you play at Go Lounge? Did you play at Barbarella?
Mm-hmm. Everywhere.
All those places?
Barbarella, Go Lounge,
So we know a
Club
lot of the same
Volcano,
people. Where you went
the
to South
Short-Lived.
Daytona? Did you go to Mainland High School?
No, Spruce Creek.
Oh, okay. I went to Seabreeze.
Oh, really?
How about them apples?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
wow.
There you go.
Yeah.
girl.
Well, it's actually changed a lot over there since. Mainland's all torn down and all new. And
What do you mean? Mainland?
yeah,
The high school?
Yeah, they tore it
Yeah,
down.
they rebuilt the whole thing.
It.
Okay,
That whole
yeah.
area is like crazy now.
And Vince Carter.
Right. I have no
Yeah, that's
idea
right.
what you guys are talking about.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, wait. Oh, let's go strobe light. Hold on. Let me see if I can. There we go. All right. How's that?
I've been to Daytona
Epileptic
Beach, though.
seizure.
Yeah.
I did the
all right.
Daytona Beach thing, though. You know,
Yeah.
the party craziness.
I didn't
It's insane.
like it.
Anyways,
So really
Anyway.
quick. So anyway, so I called Manny and said, "Hey, yeah, I said, our buddy, so I went to his house and we jammed, and it was just him and I, and we got along, and I actually have video of that, and the video looks pretty pathetic if
Why
you
are
see
you
it.
saying it like
but
you can't believe
if
it?
if you see that video as to what the band is now, it is really really cool. But yeah, and then we just
lots of practice.
went through different bass players.
Okay.
And I knew Mark from where we used to work.
And there he is.
And so, yeah, that was about
some
2
stuff.
years ago, I think. And so I'm like, hey, do you want to play a few shows? And
Right.
rest is history.
And
We've only played a few shows.
Yeah, and we recorded a bunch of songs with a guy
Yeah.
named Mark Mason that recorded Plain Jane Automobile.
Oh, that's interesting.
He
Yeah,
played-
Plain Jane Automobile.
He recorded Joan Osborne. What if God was one of... Remember that?
Oh,
one?
yeah.
He recorded that.
What's his name? Mark?
Mark Mason.
Okay, now is he local
He
guy?
worked at Fat Planet. At
Oh,
Kraut.
yeah. Holy crap.
Yeah, back in the day.
Wow.
He recorded a lot of the local bands, a lot of the big local bands, and
During
a lot
the
of bigger
90s.
bands. Did a lot of sound for a lot of big bands like The Cult and
Incredible.
to name a few. Yeah. And he actually had his mobile recording studio. Came to our house. We recorded 10 songs in one day.
Really?
We recorded
day.
drums in one day.
Drums and bass.
Yeah, drums
Drums
and
and
bass in
bass.
one day.
But that's
Yeah.
but that's pretty impressive. And then with the guitar and the vocals, we pretty much done within 3 days. We recorded 10 songs. So
Wow. So it was a straight up process, and I
Yeah.
love to hear your background, Nas. And you did a little bit of electric. What was that? Prophecy. What would you say?
Yeah.
with
back-
Chris Domingo.
Well, actually.
Was that with Chris Domingo?
It was
I
maybe
thought it
halfway,
was.
halfway through the
Oh,
year.
okay.
He was brought in because he had this
Okay.
one song that he mixed, and that was it. But yeah, for like a year,
Okay.
I saw them play
Interesting.
live, and I was like, wow, they're really good. So
interesting.
I said, hey, I can do that.
Yeah.
So about a month later, I was in, and that was actually really really fun.
Unfortunately, I've never heard any of the material. So.
Where is it? Is it out
Yeah,
there?
it's-
You know what? If anybody-
It's
well,
on VHS.
You know, it's
Go
funny.
get it.
No,
It's
it's
on
VHS and
Yeah.
8-track.
Yeah.
no. There's video after I was in the. I mean, if anybody has any video when I was in the band,
You want him to send it to you?
it's
Oh.
yeah, not
Yeah,
really.
There's a hotline.
I mean, it's I don't think anybody has any.
Somebody has it,
but
though.
it was cool. I did have one video because all our shows were pretty much packed, except for one show at the Social. It was kind of empty, and my friend took video of that. So someone has video of that somewhere.
Okay.
And there was this homeless guy dancing to our stuff. Yeah, no, it's cool though. Yeah, I've been playing for quite a long time doing different stuff.
Yeah, around that time, I was in Blue Meridian, and we were opening up for big bands like the Wallflowers, Tonic. Just
I opened up for Candlebox.
A lot of the big bands. We opened up
Candlebox. Wow.
for Finger 11. We opened up for Finger 11 as well. Yeah, a lot of
Are they
good
around
up and
still?
coming bands. Yeah, they used to be really hard, and then they got really like just chilling and
all
disco-y.
bands back then did that. They were
Yeah,
kind of
yeah,
heavy,
yeah.
and then they kind of
That's what's
chilled
going on
out.
now. I think with the music today,
Yeah.
there's really not. I don't listen to a lot of the harder stuff today. I don't know what's out there, but
I go back
Yeah.
and forth.
Are we rambling, JB?
Huh?
We
No,
took
no,
over-
no.
going
You're,
on?
you're okay. No. I was making sure I'm changing some stuff around here. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm trying to make sure everybody's microphone works as well, and it's crazy. But Mark over there, can you say anything?
Yeah, checking.
Oh,
I don't
wow,
have
look at
headphones
that.
on, so I don't know
Okay,
how loud I am.
you don't have headphones.
You're fine, you're
Don't
fine.
worry. Don't worry.
Sounds
don't
good.
worry. Don't worry. But your background, we spoke with you. You've been a part of the show for a little while. Thank you again for coming in tonight.
Absolutely,
but
no.
yeah, so but you played in a couple different bands, and how'd you kind of tag up with these guys? I know you had mentioned it through the process there. He kind of came in through you, but give us a
the way I
little
met
bit of
these
flavor.
guys is just I worked with Naz, man, for a decade before I think we even
Yeah.
started talking about.
You guys had a gel.
We always knew each other jammed. I knew he was in bands, he knew I was in bands and such, but we never did talk about it all that much until, I don't know, one day I gave him a CD. I think the other band I was in, we weren't playing that many shows, and gave him a CD of one of my older bands called Hand Over Fist. And Scott Romans played guitar there.
Okay.
And that was one of our live shows at like the Lost and Found or some shit, and I gave it to him.
Interesting.
And then I think he first asked me, like, you want to do a one-off gig or something? Meet my friend Manny. I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. And we just started rehearsing and shit. And
it just happened.
And that's what it was, really. It was just
like
a one-off thing, really. It was
now,
like, you know, one-day show.
Go to Halo Milo on Facebook. Google Halo Milo.
Google that right now.
Google it. Make it happen. What I want to see, though, and understand for you guys, what's the optimal scenario? Like, hey, you know, this would be a great venue for us. Where kind of do you see kind of you being able to do the full Halo Milo experience, so, you know, with the lights and kind of what we spoke about. Remember how the Sapphire used to be downtown a little bit, where you know, the Fat and Jazzy, and they'd have the projectors and stuff like that. Now there's a little bit of that, you know, here and now, but that's the kind of loungy.
Yeah, the social, that kind of stuff would be good for the background,
the
visual
social
stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's a great room too.
That's interesting. Our music, the stuff that we did, is a little bit more aggressive than I would like to perform with that kind of concept.
Yeah.
You know,
full rock.
Full rock. Yeah, I have a different vision now. I'm just a different person than what I was when I wrote all that material. And now, my idea for Halo Milo is definitely conceptual visuals online. On YouTube, on Vimeo.com, that kind of stuff right now. As far as live situation, that's something that I'm working on to figure out what is the best situation for us. Yeah.
Well, and I like a lot of the stuff that you sent me, and recently you've even sent me a little bit calmer, cooler, totally. a little more laid back, I guess, kind of a sound. So is that fusion of the electronic still something that you're...
That's kind of where I'm going out. I mean, we've been in kind of hiatus in the last 8 months. Our last show was like 8 months ago, and you know, I'm just a different person. You know, I change a lot. Ask Nas. You know, one day I'm like, yeah, rock. The next minute I'm acoustic. So, you know, I just go through these mood swings. But like any artist does, you know, they don't want to stay the same. I get bored, so I want to change it up all the time. So, you know, I would love to do more of the electronic thing, and I think Nas is looking into kind of the more of electronic rolling kit kind of deal.
That's way down the road.
Down the road, but you know, that's kind of where I'm at.
You would like to move in that.
Move that
cross.
For Christmas.
Add that to the electronic beats to acoustic. You know, I think I mentioned that to kind of change it up a little bit. You know,
have the melding of each of those.
Right, add the roots with the electronic thing going. You know, I don't know. I just get bored with the same old thing, you know. So.
Well, that makes sense, and you got to grow and evolve. So
you have to.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, without question, badass. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate you guys all coming in. What did you want to? I want to play a couple tracks here, but we got plenty more time. Stop that over. All right, the JB Rev Show. Wow.
Slave.
Oh, I got that one. Yeah.
Yeah, play that. And then Mexico.
I got Kamikaze queued up.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna cut away to a little bit of Halo Milo.
Yeah, right there.
WJBW.
I will see you on the other side of this.
I fall, do I need to explode? All I need is another day, another day. Oh, let me explain. All I need is another line, another lie to make it alright. All I need is another day and another day to make it alright. And oh, hit the breeze, I don't care, go another way. Hit the breeze, I don't care, go another way. Give me more life, give me more time, give me more life, give me more time, give me more life, give me more time, give me more life, give me more time. If I rise, if I fall, do I need to explode? All I need is another day and another day. Oh, let me explain. All I need is a helping hand, another life to make it alright. All I need is another day and another day to make it alright. And oh, hit the breeze, I don't care, go another way. Hit the breeze, I don't care, go another way. Give me more life, give me more time, 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 give me more life, give me the lights. My isolation. My communication. My separation. Give me the lights. Give me the lights.
WJBW, Orlando, Florida. The first quasi-radio web show.
Wow. Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back. JB Webb with you. Turn that down. That's the house speaker. Oh, my God. All right. We got our usual shenanigans in studio. We're expecting a call. 8 o'clock hour. With a badass, legendary Shack Shakers frontman, J.D. Wilkes. But in studio, we've been chatting with Halo Milo, Manny Rivera, Nas over there, and Mark Crace over there on the bass. With a non-working microphone, so you just chill out over there. You say you're going to be doing some more. Oh yeah, switch out with him if you want to. But you're going to be doing some more studio recordings, which is good. We talk a little bit about that. Talk a little bit. Are you on 2 or 3? Hold on. Oh, there you go. You're on 3. All right.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, we're going to record with a legendary guy. We got to get him in here, Mark Mason. He's local. He's in Altamont Springs, actually. And he's recorded a lot of the other bands from back.
Yeah, you were talking about him a little.
Plain Jane Automobile, their first 2 albums. And,
so you're going to get back in the studio and do some stuff there with Halo Milo, which we just came out of a couple badass Halo Milo tracks. One a little softer, a little bit harder. Right. Again, I love the sound. It's fresh. It's brash. It's kind of like, it's catchy in your,
that's what I like.
It
works well, I think.
Works
Look at him. Yeah, trust me, I'm pretty picky.
It's
and,
good.
Okay.
It's
yeah,
good.
this band, I think we have a really strong set of songs.
Okay.
Right.
And there's Nas over there.
That's Mr. Nas.
We'll go-
So yeah, we're
we'll
gonna
get
go
it
back
back
in the
to-
studio with Mark Mason.
Okay.
Do some some things that I'm gonna experiment with acoustically or electronically. But I definitely want to take a different route from the rock stuff that we've done already. So
Well, New Year's Eve out at Will's Pub, there's going to be a huge event, and the legendary Shack Shakers. Are you guys familiar with any of their music? So you may have, coincidentally heard something through. Here, you want to turn that down? Through, seeing. I think that their music's been used in True Blood, the HBO series, and a couple other productions. But they're kind of this incredible rocky roots, southern guttural goth, I guess is the best way to put it. And J.D. Wilkes has a lot of different things that he does as well. So we'll get to chat with him at the 8 o'clock hour. I want to make sure we're prepped up for that call. There we go. Okay, 7:55. Right. I've got two different clocks here. One's telling me one thing, and the other,
yes.
the other's telling me, oh yes. All right, so what do you guys think? Do you guys get political? What do you think of Donald Trump? What do you think of him? Let's just open that can of worms.
yeah, that gets tricky. I mean, I'm watching the news about this whole Russian hacking. It's all over. It's every 5 minutes you read about this Russian hacking.
Well, do you think there's any chance of them putting the kibosh on this whole election thing?
It's a tricky situation. Obama said, let's trust our president-elect.
Right.
It is what it is, and it's a tricky situation.
Well, I guess they have December 19th, I guess, is the do or die date for the Electoral College to actually put out what their estimation of all of this is. So it just feels like something's fishy and something last minute. I mean, in the scenario that they say Hillary Clinton wins and usurps Trump, do you think the conditions in this country are so not we're so dysfunctional there would be some kind of civil incursion?
Oh yeah.
Do you think that?
I think so.
I don't know. I want to believe people are better.
There's
People wanted to secede. What was it? I think Texas
Well, they
wanted
always
to
want
secede
to.
from the U.S. I forget.
Yeah,
what
they
state.
always want
So
to.
it doesn't matter. Every election, it's like there's always some. And this is the craziest by far.
Yeah, that was a
But
circus.
I mean, it's just crazier.
Yeah.
People always say stupid stuff every election. I'm gonna leave and blah blah blah.
Yeah, when are you going?
Yeah, people just need to chill
See you,
out.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah, I don't care if Hollywood leaves.
I like how you came in with that joke over there. That's the only time his mic worked, when he was making fun of Rosie O'Donnell. Whatever that means, I don't know. Good job, Mark. All right. WJBWnetworks.com, that's our website. We're just bullshitting around now. We're just kind of killing time. Why don't I rip into a song from legendary Shack Shakers to give us a little bit of time to bless you, to get ready for this. We've been sent, I think they sent us the entire Southern Surreal album. You can go get it, legendaryshackshakers.com, I believe. And if you can correct me on that, just Google that, the legendary Shack Shakers. We're going to play a few tracks so you can kind of get acclimated. Here is one of the primary tracks off the album. It's entitled Mud. You're listening to WJBW. We'll be right back with J.D. Wilkes.
Oh my, yeah, that was from 100 miles. floats put upside down through a fog of woe. We wander into the wild. A mortal coil of kudzu curls around the house you had with her a while. Fading like an echo are the voices in the hallway and the walls. And the roof is caving in on your home that sat abandoned for so long. But you were warm. Now your reflections in the window are crying on the outside looking in. What in thunderation makes you think that you can get back like back then? Cause gone are all reminders of the times you had with her long way back when. All the little things like coffee stains, bobby pins in the bed where y'all would lay. Yeah, but now you're left with nothing. Hey, Mr. Big Shot wins, the one that got away.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back, WJBWnetworks.com. Hell yeah, happy to have talented people be a part of our show, understand what we do. There's a huge event out New Year's Eve. It's at Will's Pub. It's in Orlando. There's a lot of great, talented people that are going to be playing there. But in this evening, as you've been reading the blog, we know you know, we have on the line with us of the legendary Shack Shakers, the front man of that band. He also is involved with the Dirt Daubers, does some great writing and art and music. It is Badass himself. Is Badass is one word. Badass is one word. Yes, it is. It's JD Wilkes. How the hell you doing, brother? Welcome to the JB Web Show, or the JB Rev Show. Sorry.
Oh, hey, man. Thanks for having me. I'm doing great.
Well,
thank you.
Remarkable to have you on the line. We love the sound of your music. A lot of what Orlando is this colorful kind of eclectic sound, and you guys are termed as Southern goth, and your album release recently here is Southern Surreal. I love that, and I love that feel. And we love Americana here. We got a program every Sunday, Sunday morning coming down. Joseph Martins hosts that, and he plays very asimilar music. But what's your background in music? We always love when we talk with people. We always love to find out a little bit about their background. So, how'd you first get acquainted with music? Was it at a young age, or?
Well, yeah, very young, but my parents aren't really musicians, live musicians at least. My mom played piano, gave piano lessons. I was really young. I had some piano lessons, but I always grew up with, like, my dad's blues records and folk records, and I remember really little sitting on the piano bench with my mom. She'd play those old show tunes and gospel hymns.
Yeah.
And we had, like, folk records, like, for kids and things like that, and just, thinking like cotton fields and goober peas and she'll be coming around the mountain. That was like how I got my feet wet, is Jimmy Crack Corn, basically. But then, also growing up in church and all that, those really cool, powerful old hymns that would just get you right there in the heart, that was another thing.
You
we're really allowed to watch Hee Haw or my dad was kind of a beatnik intellectual.
Oh, really?
You know, he didn't like all that hillbilly stuff, but I ended up liking it. That was my way of rebelling, was getting into hillbilly music later rather than like getting into gangster rap or whatever. I got into
you revolted with
to tick him off.
Bluegrass. Hey, kiss my bluegrass, MFer. that's funny. Speaking with JD Wilkes of the legendary Shack Shakers, where did you grow up? Was it where kind of you're living now in that same area?
Kind of. We moved around a lot. I'm always in the South, though. I was born in Texas, but we went back and forth deep South to Mid-South, Kentucky, Louisiana, stuff like that. I lived in Nashville as an adult for about 10 years, and so I've always just kind of been gotten different flavors of the South. That's the thing. Is why there's such variety on records. It's a variety in Southern music. Well, so I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah.
Really authentic sound. What are your influences?
Oh, sorry. Now your mic's up. He said, so that's Manny over there.
Your sound is very authentic. So I was just asking, what are your musical influences?
Well, everything from those show tunes my mom played on the piano and gospel to the blues records I inherited from my folky dad, to Cajun and barrel house piano music, bluegrass, old time music. I love it all because it comes from an era when people kind of played from the heart. And it wasn't really affected by pop culture. It wasn't sort of filtered through that whole postmodern way of looking at things. So so I kind of went out of the farm. And kind of, so it was organic and it was a lot more human. So I just, for some reason, I just relate to that gnarly human quality and
right, just the
real folk music,
authentic,
not the kind of the authentic stuff, not the
salt of the earth
stuff from the folk scare. Yeah.
Well, my question was because kind of where you grew up. I grew up in a part of the Midwest, and I know my dad was a real, real bluegrass guy. Stanley Brothers, and we that's so we would go to. He would bring us to a lot of these festivals and campings and outings where invariably, you'd have multiple circles of groups of people playing the fiddle, and a mandolin. Just really, did you experience that? Because your dad was kind of the opposite. Did you get to kind of experience that in your youth, or was that something more? What you're doing now is exactly that. That traveling, traveling campground.
Well, we did go to some folk festivals and things, and they were kind of hippie folk festivals. I guess early on, as a baby, I saw Lightning Hopkins in Texas.
Really?
I have no memory of that. I'd have to go under hypnosis to recall that memory.
Okay.
But we went to things like that. I went to mostly blues festivals and things, growing up. And then later on, I kind of I'm not an old black guy, from Mississippi. I kind of need to be honest about being white. So I got into rockabilly. Rockabilly and hillbilly music was the way that I could play blues and still be myself and not try to, because there's something fraudulent about trying to sound too African American if you're a skinny white guy from Kentucky. It just seemed to be kind of not really who I am. But I love that music. But how do you do it in a way to where you're still yourself? And I thought rockabilly and Piedmont blues, old time music, that's all blues, but it's also got some other influences in there that keep it a little more honest about who I am.
Right.
And because my whiny voice and all that, just doesn't work for that straight blues act, that I was going for early on. And that's what the Shack Shakers have kind of over the years just morphed into what I am. And there was early on, it was what I wanted to be.
Right.
And then now I'm finally where I am and who I truly am, as an artist. So that's been a long journey, 21 years.
21 years.
Year, so
that's incredible. That's a huge, I will say that's a huge accomplishment, because to keep any group of people around doing, hell yeah. And you definitely deserve it, man. And what I love is you're going to be down here in Orlando rocking the house. And if anybody's kind of seen this experience again, it's authentic and then it becomes relatively transcendental. Because for some reason and somewhere in warp space and time, it's like you're inside of a David Lynch, Quentin Tarantino gangbang movie or something. I don't know what happens, but it's badass and I love it, dude.
There was a punk rock kind of phase I went through, but it wasn't necessarily punk rock music. It was the way that punk rockers performed that we got to see, and and it reminded me of like the charismatic church that I went to. and how everybody's just kind of just going for it and sweating, and they don't care how they look. They're just really slaying in the spirit in the moment.
Yeah.
And there was something about both those things that I saw as the same thing. And just, wow, once you tap into that, boy, it really gets fun.
Yeah, well, you guys definitely do that with your show and with your performances, and to say the same kind of thing. Orlando has the Wild Tones, Rocket 88. People kind of keeping, those guys keeping kind of that, that whole sense and vibe alive, and that's what's beautiful about our culture here. Now, you've been all across the country, and you're kind of make home in Kentucky, I believe, but you have experience here coming to Orlando. What are your thoughts and sentiments? Excluding all the tragedy of the Pulse and all that stuff. People's precognition of Orlando. You've experienced it before that and kind of come through here. What do you want? Can you speak a little to Orlando, since that's the base of our audience here?
Well, we always do really well in Orlando, and Tampa and Florida just seems to be like our best state. I mean, that's just true. Like we were like when Cock-a-Doodle-Doo came out, we were like number one on the chart somewhere down there. I think it was Orlando or Tampa. It was just like, I don't know what it is. I think it's just y'all have a really good mix of different types of cultures. The Latin culture thing, which we always throw Latin music in what we do. We do, of course, the hillbilly music, and you got the car culture down there, the hot rod culture.
Right.
A lot of good rockabillys always come out of there. So it's like, I think they just like all the things I'm pulling from, because it reflects the culture of Orlando, Tampa, Tallahassee, even up. I guess what they say, the further north in Florida you go, the further south you actually get, or something like that.
You might be right.
So it was like, it's like there's a little more hillbilly in the Panhandle, so they like us there too. So we have a big, broad mix of genres, and y'all got a big, broad mix of cool people down there. So I think we just get along like two peas in a pod.
Well, I would say that's definitely an accurate statement. And on the line, we're chatting with J.D. Wilkes of the legendary Shack Shakers. Again, huge New Year's Eve show, Will's Pub out there, a bunch of other great bands. But what I love, J.D., man, is that you also, are pushing forward art. And you've also kind of got a little bit of dabbling in a little bit in writing and things like that. So maybe not necessarily to put the music aside, but what are your forays into those other areas that you have skills if people want to go check it out?
Well, I went to school for art, and so I have a degree in art, so I do some paintings and things like that. I just did a big mural for the historic Art Deco Coca-Cola plant here in town, and the big real detailed thing. Yeah,
really?
We're not ready to unveil it yet, but I'll put it up on Instagram or Facebook, next month. I've also been tinkering with writing, and I wrote the book on barn dances, and banjos and fiddles and all that across Kentucky, and that got my feet wet writing. So I tried my hand at writing a novel, and then that is getting published.
Incredible. And
then I illustrate that book. So I was like just trying to spin all these plates to the point of almost having a panic attack. Too involved in so many things, but if I pace it out right, I can get to everything, and it makes for an interesting life, nothing else.
And that's exactly right. And I say, in the space that you're in, it's why you kind of made it wide open for a renaissance. And that's what I love to see. In any one genre, you're kind of saying the closer you look at it, the more you see. This is not just the top of the heap. So I love that your 20-year career includes writing. Art, illustration. I'd love to see that mural, but I'm rambling.
The thing is that it's all about the same thing. It's all the same theme of like Southern culture and folklore, and and just so everything that I do is about the same thing or different aspects of it. They're just different media, different ways of expressing that. And once you learn the discipline of each medium, then you can kind of do that kind of Renaissance thing, and because it's all the same story in your head. You just need to get it out in different forms. So you just got to learn the different forms. And over the years, I've been such a hobbyist at it, dabbling at so many things. I've gotten acceptable, at least good enough at all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, and see that's the skill that I think is hard to do, is go along through life and be able to be pretty darn good at a number of different things. So I say hats off to you, man, and I want to encourage anybody within earshot. You're welcome within earshot of what we're doing. This is one hell of a creative guy. If you're at, we put a link up to the Bands in Town profile, which leads to the Ticketfly link for Will's Pub. So follow that through the blog. That's the best, most secure way to get there. Snag some tickets. If you have not seen Legendary Shack Shakers, you need to go do it because it's a hell of a good time, and they're going to be down here in Orlando, Will's Pub. Hey, so I want to be able to, make sure you okay on time. You got a couple more minutes?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
What have you not done yet that you want to do? Within this whole strain, are there things down now the mural thing? That's amazing. I didn't know about that, so thanks for sharing that. But what do you want to create? What do you want to kind of keep doing with this movement of this subculture, I guess, of America that used to be the primary culture, but now is a splintered off kind of a thing?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I just, remind people that we have our own culture. There's no need to necessarily invent fake fiction, science fiction, or fantastical. I mean, all that is great. I love science fiction and The Hobbit and all that. But, look at The Hobbit, okay? That was like Nordic mythology, really, like that would, and Anglo-Saxon stuff that everyone's getting all obsessed about. So that's cool. But hey, we have our own kind of monsters and stories and tales that are uniquely American.
Yeah.
They got trapped in the mountains, or they got trapped in the Delta, and then through the years they kind of took on this mystique and changed. And we have our own sort of stories that are ripe for telling. You don't have to go, oh, that's just what Grandma used to say. Oh, and roll your eyes, and then go buy The Hobbit on DVD at Walmart.
Yeah, Game of Thrones.
Listen to her stories because that's really cool too, and that's
a good point.
Your culture.
That's a great point.
It's worth celebrating, I think.
Yeah. No, that's a great point. So it's really keep kind of shining a light on these things that are currently in people's minds, these invisible stories. Man, I tell you what, that's with all that you've done, and again, being called by Jeff Beck a combination of Yardbirds and Sex Pistols is a best compliment you could ever get.
I got to meet them too.
Yeah.
I mean, it was blew my mind.
What was that like?
Was that a lot of cool people over the years, and it's just such an honor.
Anybody you met, JD, that kind of you went into goo goo gaga fan mode? You were like a dur, 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 dur. Anybody that you ran into?
Well, I tell you. I mean, because I was grew up on all these weird records and church music and stuff like that. I wasn't so goo goo meeting Robert Plant, and so I could talk to him normally. Shit. That was a thing, and I love Led Zeppelin, and I did grow up hearing that on the radio, but I just never went through that phase.
Right.
So people think, oh, you must have just crapped your pants when you met him. It's like, well,
really.
No, I didn't, but that's great. Jeff Beck, though, was more kind of for some reason, my dad was into him, and I had those records. Billy Bob Thornton, when I got to fly out and meet him and we started working, that's when I kind of crapped my pants because that guy's
a real deal, right? Man, yeah, that guy's the real. He is like.
But he's really intellectual about what he's doing. Even though he does Bad Santa and silly stuff like that, he'll take that money. He's telling me he'll take that money and then he'll make two real Southern Gothic movies from one Bad Santa.
See, I love that.
I
love that.
So he always reinvested back into the cultural stuff, and he's really astute and knows all the Southern authors and. He just knows everybody, and it's just you could just listen to him talk forever.
That's exactly that's exactly where I was going.
From Bad Santa.
His voice is incredible. Yeah. No, and I know that he did some voiceover work on Princess Mononoke. That old tale, Japanese tale that kind of came over here, I think. Right. And but that's exactly where I was going. Is that his voice is just golden. I mean, every role that he plays, he's just nothing but authentic. And I think that's it. I think that's incredible when you can keep kind of those embers stoked and keep going forward. Because that's exactly what we do that here. We kind of work to promote talented people. We're so fortunate to be able to have you call in. We got a talented guy in studio across the way, Manny, and his whole band here. So what I would like to hear as you kind of close out with us is, anybody out there that's maybe into your culture or into their own culture, what, because you're really legendary in the sense 20 years, we have a local legend title that we bestow people here. And no, all right, he's not local. All right, local legend, J.D. Wilkes. All right, thank you. All right, thank you. Stop that. All right. So now you're a local legend for Orlando somehow. I don't know how you're connected.
I'm
but
a yokel. Oh
my God, he just made it. He just did it. He just did it. He made it. Yeah, that's good. Yokel legend. But what I was going to say is, do you have any kind of words of, hey, just keep plugging away, just keep doing it? When people get to a point in what they're doing 4 or 5 years and they're like, oh, what the hell am I doing this for? Any kind of words of wisdom from you for our audience?
Well, I'd just say, if I had just picked one thing to be good at, I'd be the master of that. But I'm kind of a jack of all trades of a lot of different things, and a master of none of it. But there's something therapeutic about art. You should not do it necessarily for accolades, and don't go measuring yourself up against other people and their successes and stuff like that, because that'll get in your head and it'll make you want to stop. You just do it in your own pace because it's fun, it's therapeutic, and it's important. And if it's not culturally important, then let it at least be important for your sanity, because that's all that matters. It's just you got to get out of this world somehow with with this nice resume. Wouldn't that be nice to leave something behind? Art and music or whatever you do, just keep doing it because it's good for you.
And I love that.
And don't go getting so competitive when feeling bad.
Don't worry about comparing yourself to others. You're on your own kind of journey, and I love that. It's almost like if you're saying, hey, listen, have a long view. Don't have a short and narrow view. Have a long view.
That's it.
Yeah, and that's beautiful.
That's what I was trying to say.
That's badass. Well, you rock, brother. I can't wait to see you out there, Will's Pub. You are the man. We're speaking with J.D. Wilkes of the legendary Shack Shakers. Talented guy. Go check him out. What's the best way for people to hook up with you? Where do you want to send people to go check you out? We're going to roll into a couple more tracks here. I got Miss America and then Cold queued up from Southern Surreal. And but what's the best way for people to connect?
Well, there's always Facebook. There's legendaryshackshakers.com. But if you want to see all the different stuff I do, all what we've been talking about, go to Instagram of all places, and it's at JD Wilkes, and there you'll get to see the whole scope of what I've been trying to preach here. So
perfect.
Instagram.
Perfect. Well, you rock. Instagram. Go to JD Wilkes on Instagram. You're a badass, man. I really appreciate you doing this, taking some time to chat with us. We're going to roll into a couple of your... You want to talk us into Miss America or Cold?
Let's see. Miss America is a good rocker. Let's see. That's kind of a garagey thing. Let's listen to that.
All right, cool. So you want to talk us into this song? You say, hey, this is J.D. Wilkes.
Describe it J.D. Oh, yeah, J.D. Wilkes here, legendary Shack Shakers, and you're listening to Miss America. How about that?
Hell yeah. On WJBWnetworks.com. Check it out.
Torches spin, a dirty diamond in a diadem, slutty lipstick all over her teeth. She's out of control, she's on the door, congeniality, ain't Lady Liberty. She's the queen of idiocracy. They put the party line to the TV screen. Everybody's lost in their fantasies, knocked off the pedestal down into the mud. Get down to the hips and it's all your fault. I said, don't you, Miss America. I said, don't you, Miss America. She's got a sash and a scepter, a smile and scepter. Gains are ill-gotten, so caveat emptor. The concession speech, she can't even read. Faith, hope, jump, change, and charity. I said, don't ya, Miss America. I said, don't you,
WJB.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome back. WJBWnetworks.com, the JB Rev show. And in studio, we got a ton of talented people here, and it's the entire band of Halo Milo.
Hey, real quick, what was the name of that song? Because that was my favorite out of all the
songs.
songs.
Legendary Shack Shakers. That song was called Cold off of Southern Surreal.
Nice.
Southern Surreal. You got that? Yeah. You okay over there? Okay, he's moving his microphone. You like that last one? That was a little bit more. You see, that's what I think about that guy in particular. He's got a lot of range in what he does, and I love the fact that he's able to kind of represent, a couple different things in his music. Yeah, that's like a driving song, right? Yeah, you're driving. Yeah. Okay, you got Nas lit up over there. You okay? You got it?
I'm good.
Okay, you're whispering. Is this the part where we whisper? No?
My mic isn't turned up.
Yes, it is.
Nas whisper.
Right,
I know you're not. All right. Anyway, so in true fashion, we can talk about whatever the hell you want to talk about, but let's do this. We've canceled breaking news badly. What? I saw. You see that sign on? It's on Robinson as "Love Conquers Hate," and then I think somebody wrote in there, "And weed is a very helpful as well." So, all right, let's do it. We've canceled breaking news badly as its own show, so we could rejoin it here. So we're going to close out with a little bit of news in true fashion.
And now,
tiny little hands that make my cotton look so big.
Badly.
All right, breaking news badly, brought to you by PocasHottest.com, PocasHottest.com. Go there, get some delicious sauce all up in your mouth. It's so good. ShannonHoltArt.com from Skin Wars Season 1, second runner-up on that first runner-up on the damn show. Almost won it. We say she won it. ArtArmy.org.
The revolution has begun.
Everyone is an artist. ArtArmy.org. Check out Ear Theater and Modern Music Movement. So, at any rate, those are all the people that we work with. We want to encourage you to go check them out and support them. Do things with them, for them. Trip them out.
Check them out.
Oh, check them out. Okay. He's turned up. Why can't I hear you over there? Where is he? He's not even near the microphone.
He's an evening.
He's languidly. Okay, you're going to move it? Okay, you're going to move you. Okay, there.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Wow, look at that. Got to work in. Mark is just Mark wishes his mic would work. Let's see.
I don't know.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, yeah, it works.
Wow, look at that. We got everybody. Okay. So we haven't done news on this program for a while. Normally I just read stories really fast. But here's one of note and local from Orlando Weekly. The Hideaway now accepts credit cards. You've probably seen that. They used to be cash only. And now they accept credit cards at the Hideaway. So
good for them.
So no more coin rolls?
No more what? Yeah.
Penny rolls?
No, I guess not. What are you on? 3? Okay. I have a problem knowing what people are on.
It's 2017. They're stepping it up.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
They moved up to the credit card.
Yeah, they finally got it. They're into the future now. Here's a story from littlethings.com. 11 old-fashioned curse words we should all start using again. So I don't know if
I still use them.
Seen this, but number 1 is consarnate.
Oh,
consarnate.
Of course.
What the hell says that?
I never heard that.
Fopdoodle.
I've heard that.
You've heard fopdoodle?
No, not really.
Zounds. Zounds.
What is that?
Zounds.
What the hell? I can't even say this. Gad's Budlickins. Gad's What? Gad's Budlickins. Okay.
Curse word.
Yeah, I need a copy of this.
Pot splits. All right, we'll post that out there. Old bad words. Jiminy X-Men.
What's the origin of this?
These are all bejabbers.
So bejabbers. What is that?
Bejabbers. Similar to exclaiming, "By Jove," but much goofier and therefore way more fun.
So these are all English.
Thunderation.
Thunderation.
This one derives from tarnation, so likely would be used in a phrase, "What in thunderation?"
What in thunderation?
What was the German one again?
Let's go back up to that. Here. You know what? I forgot. I've got technology. I forgot.
Zounds.
Zounds.
What thunderation?
Pop them up on the screen.
What is zounds kind of stuff?
Hold on. Let me go check and see what zounds means. Zounds means the zingy expletive comes from God's wounds and was just used to express complete and utter shock or excitement.
Oh, nice.
There you go. Yeah, we got you right up there.
Oh, man.
I threw it up on the studio.
I like
All
that.
right, I'm not going to follow that one. But, all right, well, you like this list so far. What is this one?
It's got nice sound.
They're all old-timey photos. Some
Bed
anime
Swerver.
like that.
Bed Swerver. A wordsmith, William Shakespeare, concocted this not-so-nice name for someone who is known to be a cheater. A bed swerver.
Hey, come here. Swerve.
Come over here, you little bed swerver. Come on,
Hey,
you little...
You're next, Swerve.
What? Arf, and arf, arf, and arf.
You missed one. Sard.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh,
read
sorry.
Sard.
Oh, sardi. Is that sard? Oh, sard.
Sardi.
Sard. To medieval English ancestors, this succinct remark was their version of the F word. Medieval.
Sarder.
Sard my dick. No, wait, that doesn't
Sard
work.
it.
In traffic. Zardy.
What is it?
Sard juice.
Sard. Yeah, people think you're an idiot.
You want a sard?
Oh, sard. Sard off.
You're so hot. You want a
Why
sard?
don't you sard off? All right, ending out the list, muck spout. Ironically, this was a vulgar way of referring to someone who was, too vulgar.
These would be great names for drinks.
Like drink? Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll have a Zard.
Sorry.
Give me a Zounds.
Oh, zounds.
I'll take a Zounds. Clean.
We got news stories, a lot of fake news stories out there, so watch where you get your news from, like here. The Wall Street Journal has an article that says, a more effective way to complain. Not all complaints are created equal. The most effective are concise, fact-based, and focused on a particular goal. So I guess the point of this article is if you're going to complain, be smart as hell and be right and make your point in a clear way, and that's the best way to complain possible. Is almost like, well, here's the problem, it's so fucked up, and this is why, and here's the solution. You got to be a damn architect of solution.
Except like,
I
I
think
think...
just not complain.
Not complain? No. Well, that's I guess the point of the article that they say people complain too much. So you can be more effective in your complaining, actually get some shit done.
That reminds me of that show I mentioned, The Requiem.
Oh yeah,
United States.
Noam Chomsky. You said I think narrated Requiem of the United States is on Netflix. Is that right?
Beautiful. Yes.
It was a great movie.
Awesome.
You saw it just yesterday.
Documentary last night.
A documentary,
actually.
and it was narrated kind of encapsulating
he's
the
a
last
famous
40,
intellectual
40
from
years.
the 60s, and he's definitely just kind of made everything clear on everything that we're
The way
doing.
that he explained it, Noam Chomsky. Yeah,
about
he's
everything.
amazing.
Our civilization in the United States, everything. The way that we live, how we are separated from the very rich to the very, it's just very clear.
How we live every day, and it's okay. It's okay to kind of live that
it's
way.
all it's great stuff. Great motion design as well.
Oh, so yeah. Oh, that's right. You're kind of a
great motion design. They had this. I don't know. You have to watch it. It's really great.
So you encourage that. You endorse that.
Yes, I endorse it. Hey,
somebody, he's over there. No, don't do that.
he's not
Don't
even
do that.
drinking.
Oh my God, nah, stop that. Cut that out. All right, a little bit of music. We get a couple more stories. Basically, what's going on with you? Got any stories? What's in the news? Do you watch the news? Do you watch the damn news?
I read the news every day.
You read it? Okay.
CNN.
What do you read? Where do you get it?
I'm
CNN?
on my phone or on my iPad. CNN every day.
Is that how a lot
the
of
whole
people-
Russian hacking thing?
You don't watch? Okay, you're getting into that now.
Am I getting into it? It's all over the place. It's like, is it real? If it's not real, is there proof?
Does it matter?
Does it matter?
Is it going to change anything? Yeah.
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Yeah.
It's too political.
Right.
No, it's actually just too.
It's too political.
It's too political. Yeah, we're just too. Yeah.
Huh?
Exactly.
You went. Okay.
I know. I just cut it.
What'd you do?
Exactly.
What? Okay. All right. Here's a crazy story. This is from thedodo.com. A rescue goat with anxiety only calms down in her duck costume. Let me throw this up to the studio monitor. This is from thedodo.com. There's the goat.
Aw, it's cute.
In a little duck costume, I guess.
Adorable.
Only way it comes down. See, what the hell is that? There's the duck costume.
Baby animal videos, they always make me happy.
They always, yeah.
They're cute.
So the story is it only calms down. It's in the duck.
I guess, yeah. There's some kind of benefit for the duck being in like a thunder shirt, like for the little dogs that get afraid all the time. I guess the goat's the same way, so it needs a little extra protection. Anyway, there you go. That's that. What else do I got? Hold on. Is this real? Is this really? Let's see. This kind of stuff fascinates me. This is from Vocative. Wait, I'm saying that wrong. Vocative. Thank you. It's a video article, and it says scientists are planning to release swarms of robot cockroaches into disaster zones. Wait, what? So they've got all these cockroaches. Scientists are planning to release swarms of robot cockroaches into disaster zones to help out. And now our music's conflicting, so I'll just turn that off. But what do you think about that concept of insects, robotic insects going in to help disaster areas? Is that
exactly going to do?
What are they going to do?
Well, I mean, they're going to be a part of surveying the damage, being able to spot people kind of when they're in crisis. If maybe there's somebody
because they're small enough
they're smaller enough to go everywhere. They've got cameras everywhere. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
I thought
Wow.
I thought it's crazy as hell.
Yeah.
It's
Is
a
that
great
true?
It's a great new way. Yeah, let me see where'd that come from.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Get that little camera on that cockroach now. Let's get that shit going.
That's really, really cool.
I got my app going. Let's do this.
You're ready to do it. All right, what the hell else do I got? I got a couple more. They're more environmentally friendly. Orlando Weekly posts an article that says St. Pete will be the first city in Florida to use 100% renewable energy. That's St. Pete.
Nice.
What the
I
fuck do you think
love
about
St.
that?
Pete.
That's a great article. Anyway, that's on Orlando Weekly. What's it titled? St. Pete will be the first city in Florida to use 100% renewable energy. Go check that shit out if you're interested in it. One more I had here for you guys, and then we can kind of wrap it up because I want to make sure we're everybody. Oh, this I thought was amazing. This is from independent.co.uk, and it says Sweden's recycling is so revolutionary the country has run out of trash.
Why I drive a Volvo.
Is that? Yeah. It's efficient. Sweden is so good at recycling that for several years it has imported trash from other companies, from other countries to keep its
China.
recycling plants.
China imports human waste, like poop and stuff, to other countries.
What?
Yes.
China imports
human waste
from where?
Or actually
exports it? Yeah, that would make more sense. Okay, that would make more sense. Get the shit out of here.
Yeah,
Get
give me
that
some
shit
more of that
out of here.
shit.
Yeah, let's bring some more shit into China.
Yeah.
We don't have nearly enough crap here.
We
There's
take your
people-
pool.
There's so many people that not having bowel movements on a regular basis. What the hell? They're all stopped up over there. What am I tripping on? Okay.
Waste.
Anyway, well, that was fun. That was a good. That was a fun show. That was in Sweden. Yes, sir. All right, so you guys got any closing sentiments or anything? I really appreciate the fact that every single one of you guys came in here. I was not prepared for it, but it was badass and fun, and it was very appropriate because the Reverend was out last minute. And happy birthday, Kimball Collins, I guess. So there you go. What else is happening? Do you guys ever get into the mixer? Is the Great Orlando Mixer? I love that they have the Fat and Jazzy Brass out there.
Oh, yeah, I got
and
a DJ
BMF.
Yeah, I'm going to become a DJ.
You are going to be a DJ.
Yeah.
Are you messing with me? Come on.
Why not? Everybody's
They
doing
did.
it, right?
Yeah, we read an article a while ago that said by 2020 everyone will be a DJ.
Might as well. I'll jump on that DJ train.
Right.
We'll all be millionaires, right?
Ideally. Yeah, we're going to be so tired of winning, remember? We're going to be so tired of it.
Just a laptop and a headset.
Winning all the time. Oh.
A laptop and some cans.
Yeah. Yeah. A little setup outside. Anyway, let's close out with a little bit of our Kitty Cat music as we do. We want to, again, encourage you to go to our sponsors' pages. Go check them out. Support them. Do what they do. Go to Halo Milo on Facebook. And also, more importantly, you can see legendary Shack Shakers out. Will's Pub, a New Year's Eve. So I am JB Webb at Radio JB Webb on Twitter. You can follow me there. You can go to WJBWnetworks.com, find out what we're all about, what we're doing every week out of here. Huge props to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you once again. You rock. Manny, I appreciate you. Mark, Marky Mark.
Whatever.
He's here all the time.
Mark Mookie Mook.
You're here all the time.
Yeah, you're good. I appreciate you sitting
we
in.
appreciate it. You letting us come on.
Next week, you want to come back next week?
Sure.
Okay, maybe. We'll get you a real mic next week. I guess. All right.
You can sit in the master's chair.
We'll figure it out.
On
He's all peeking out. All right. Well, thanks again. We're going to close out with a little bit of original remix sound from a Russian group.
Nice.
That's right there. They gave us their music. Simple Cut. They
might have hacked us.
Yeah, they're making me play this right now. I have to play this for the Russian band. I must do it. It's
I like it.
Raspatory remix. Dig the sounds. We'll be seeing you next week. Bye-bye.
Take my hand, don't be afraid. Time's almost right, and we'll find so much to share. To love and care, just stand beside, leave your doubts behind. never gonna let you down.
WJBW Orlando, the very first quasi-radio web show.